Hey, what's going on, Starcraft 2 fans? It is Lasercorn with Mahalo Video Games, and we are bringing you a matchup from the Zotac Cup Finals. This is number 59. This is the final game. One of these players will win the money. I think the prize pool is 100 euros, unless it's changed. Go ahead and post that in comments if you know the prize pool. Last time I checked, I think it was 100 euros on their site. We are here on Shakura's Plateau. You could tell by the little smiley face made by the minerals. Oh, and we lined it up just perfectly so that the Overlord makes a little nose on the mini-map for our smiley face. Yay! Of course, if you're a normal person, you would know it was Shakura's Plateau by the mineral layout and the color scheme. But here at Lasercorn Video Games, we like to find fun little ways of identifying what map we're on, like the smiley face. And it looks like we've got Roxas Bratok up here in the upper left against Aristeo. TvZ action, my favorite kind of action, because a lot of times we get to see banelings blow up Marines. Even though I'm a Terran player, I still like seeing it, man. Just explosions of acid and dying Marines. Oh, it's the best, and I hope we get to see some of that today. Interesting wall-off strategy here from Bratok. It looks like over here we've got a hatchery going down at about 15 supply. But this wall-off strategy is a lot of players won't leave openings on both sides. They'll build the building to the middle. Of course, you can still wall off. You just build a building over here and a building over here, 2 supply depots, or a supply depot and a barracks, whichever you prefer. But you don't see the leaving the gaps on either side a lot of times. It looks like we do have the spawning pool going down at about 16 supply. Good time to have your spawning pool down. And luckily for our Zerg player, he did get cross positions with the Terran player, so that fast expand and secondary spawning pool will work perfectly. And of course, this isn't a one-on-one map, so good strategy, good opening from Aristeo. I like it so far. I like his style. He's got moves. Looks like the orbital command has just finished up, allowing him to call down these mules. Or actually, maybe it finished up a little bit ago. There's already a mule there. It looked like I was seeing a finishing graphic, but maybe not. And we're going to be seeing probably a 1-1-1 opening out of Bratok. That is 1 barracks, 1 factory, 1 starport. Good, solid opening for Terran players. Although, if anyone was watching the GSL, the double barracks open up is becoming more popular. Thanks in part to Marine King, who's just a beast and doesn't like the 1-1-1 opening. Although sometimes I've seen him use it. But this 1-1-1 opening allows a lot of versatility, allows you to harass with Hellions or Banshees, pretty much whatever you want. Maybe Hellions and Banshees if he wants to get really crazy. 2 Zerglings going to run up the ramp here. Oh, run right into those Marines that are guarding this secondary ramp, not the main ramp into his base, which means he's probably, oh, maybe he's planning to push out. I was going to say he's probably planning to expand. He's going to expand or push out. I know that Hellion's going to go out and be annoying, because that's what Hellions do. It is their job description to be annoying. And he hunts down that Zergling. That Zergling's in big trouble. It needs to get away. No, dies in a pool of fire. That's why I love TvZ. The Terrans set the Zerg on fire, and the Zerg respond with baths of acid, either with roaches or banelings. And ooh, that spine crawler goes down at the front of the ramp. Block it, and it'll help block off any Zerg attack. Oh, that Overlord is doomed. Doomed! It needed to really get on the high ground and stay there. Although it looked like a scan or something went down that allowed them to see on the high ground. I'm not really sure. Spine crawler with no kills yet, but enough to scare away these Marines. One of the Marines very injured. Uh-oh, here come the Zerglings. Good surround! And the way a surround like that is achieved, where you don't get units just backing up into each other, is the Zerg player actually ran past, right-clicked past those units, and then hit hold position once his Zerglings had kind of surrounded the Terran. And oh, good wall-off by the Terran. And the Terran player did put 2 supply depots there, as I suggested he do. And yeah, there was no way the Zerglings were getting up there, even with only 2 Marines guarding the ramp, well, and a Hellion. It would have taken all day for those Zerglings to beat down that wall, and by the time they did, they would have been dead. Here comes the Banshee. We are going to see some Banshee harass. So Banshees, Hellions, I love it. I love this kind of Terran play. Man after my own heart, Bratok. I love mixing it up with the harass units, the Hellions and the Banshees. Just makes the game more fun. I would be even more in love with this playstyle if I saw a cloak on this production tab. But I don't know if we're going to see that. The Banshee has been spotted by the Zerg player, so we're probably going to see an Overseer out here pretty soon. It would be wise to get an Overseer. Another Zergling going down. How many kills on that Banshee now? 4 kills. Zerglings going down left and right. Losing map control, that Zerg player is. Aristeo to the Banshee. And that's one of the advantages of having a Banshee. Even if you don't feel like using it for mineral line harassment, you can always use it to get that map control. And here you see the Overseer warping in. That is a detector right there. And oh my god, it's like this Banshee has a 6th sense. He can just seek out these Zerglings. That's not even a well-known spot for a Zergling to stand at. There's no Zeldnaga watchtower there. There's nothing. I have no idea how Bratok knew there was a Zergling there. And another one going down. Jesus, this this Banshee is piloted by a ghost with psychic abilities. That is the only way he can seek out all these Zerglings and destroy them. I don't see any other possible option. Although he did almost miss one there. Oh, nope, he found him. Damn, 7 kills for the Banshee. Wow. So that Banshee more than earning its keep. Has he been promoted yet? He's a corporal. That sounds about right. He's got some more stories to tell, boy. And what's over here? I can see this area of the map looks lit up. Oh, okay, there's an Overlord over there. I was wondering why we had vision of that part of the map. Looks like an Overlord hiding in the corner. He did lose an Overlord earlier, so not a bad idea. Our Zerg player macroing harder, though, even though losing those Zerglings is up to 76 supply against 67 for our Terran player. The Terran player now going for a drop, dropping these units into the base of Aristeo, and we'll see how this drop force pans out. He has passed the main defenses, the Spine Crawler, and those 2 Queens, and the Zerg player has no idea he's in there. Oh, he's going for the snipe on the Queen, and the Queen does go down, and it looks like these units are going to cause some serious damage. They started to go after some drones. They got 1 or 2, and then they had to focus on these Mutalisks. Oh, Queen's destroying a Banshee up there, and these units getting into the mineral line, kind of entrenching themselves back there, making it harder for the Zerg units to get at them, forming a choke point. Here come the drones getting in on the action, tanking some damage and doing some damage as well, and the Queens come in, clean it up. So pretty much as well as you could defend that, it was defended, but still some damage done to the economy. Let's see just how much. Oh, 44 Harvesters versus 44. So it looks like our Zerg player, who was ahead in Harvesters, didn't get hurt too bad by losing a few there. So we'll see if he's able to weather this attack. You can see he is expanding again. He might be able to weather this attack and then come back strong. Looks like he might respond with a little harass of his own. You guys see these Zerglings flying out across the map. And what will the Zerglings do? I'm sorry, the Mutalisks do. Zerglings? Did I say Zerglings flying out across the map? No. Zerglings do not have wings. Actually, with the metabolic boost upgrade, strangely they do get wings, but they still can't fly. I'm hoping in Heart of the Swarm they can activate those wings and start flying up ledges. Yes! How frightening would that be to see a bunch of upgraded winged Zerglings jump up your ledges? Terrifying. As a Terran player, I might have to quit Starcraft forever if that happened. These Mutalisks wander right into a whole bunch of Marines that stim up appropriately, get healed by the Medvacs, and chase off the Mutalisks. And you can't be just wandering around with those Mutalisks. You have to have a strategy, and you can't be in the middle of the map like that. Otherwise, run right into a bunch of Marines that are ready to destroy you. And this is a good game. We got some real nice play from both of these players, and there is what I love to see: the Banelings, baby. The joie de vivre of the Zerg force. I don't know how to explain it. It just makes me happy to see them, and I hope to see some Marines get blown up. Not even that I'm biased or want to see one player win or the other. I just love seeing Marines die in acid. Every now and then, even when I'm playing, I will run my Marines into Banelings specifically for the death animations. Usually not in a ladder game, but mostly in the games with friends, just because I like seeing it. And it looks like we do have one dropship splitting away from the rest of the group. Looks like we are going to have a drop force engage, probably going after this mineral line, while the main force engages up here, trying to keep the attention up at these tanks. And excellent strategy. The Zerg player probably didn't see these forces landing back here, and if he did, he is not reacting very quickly as these Marines go to work. Oh, nope, now he is reacting, pulling the drones away. Excellent play, bringing in, here come the Banelings, and oof, nice pickup. Nice pickup from Bratok. And now as he moves the dropship out with some Foxer Boxer style play, he moves in up here, and Oh, you could see those Zerglings going for us around. They didn't quite get it. Some Banelings do get in there and do some damage, but a lot of those Marines getting picked up by the medvacs and now shooting from the ledge. And he's going to need to pick up again, or those Banelings are going to get in there and destroy them. Roach is going to work now on the Marines. The Marines decide time to get the hell out of there, and probably a good move. But these Marines back here in the back of the base that were dropped and part of that drop force still were back there stopping mining operations, and that is going to hurt the Zerg mineral count. Oh, look, you can see how low it is. That is not good. And look at that. He hops behind the rocks and heals up. Excellent strategy from our Terran player. They obviously cannot heal. Oh my goodness, but terrible drop right there, right into the roaches. I was going to say great play by dropping the heal, because you can't heal while you're in the medvac. You have to drop them on the ground, heal them up, and then get back in the medvac. And here we see a stim, and he does not want to engage this force. Roaches and Banelings against Marines? I don't think so. Get in the dropships and get the hell out of there. Otherwise, you're going to lose all your forces. What a frantic game we've seen. Uh-oh, Mutalisk coming in now, and these medvacs are in trouble. Loaded to the brim with Marines. He needs to drop off. He's at the Zelnaga Watchtower. One of the medvacs going down before the Marines get out of there and start repelling those Mutalisks. So, a heck of a game being played by both these players right now. Let's check their supplies. 126 for our Terran against 134 for our Zerg. Our Zerg somehow, despite having his mineral line harassed, has out-macroed the Terran player. And let's see what we got going on. 2 bases mining for the Terran. It looks like he's got 5 barracks now. 2 with reactors, 2 with tech labs. We're going to start seeing those power-ups, those marine shields and stuff coming out of those tech labs. And, whoa, looks like we have an engagement here. I was busy looking at buildings. The Mutalisk going in first. Not sure I agree with that strategy. He should have had the Roaches tank some damage and then bringing the Marines, and then bringing the Mutalisk. And the Siege tank's going to drive back that attack. And, oh, the Marine's going to keep chasing. Not sure if that's a good idea, because those Zerg reinforcements do spawn very quickly. We can see a 3rd base up here for our Terran player. Let's see, 3 bases also for our Zerg player. So it's looking pretty even right now. Hard to tell who has the advantage in this game. Although the Terran player does have the aggressive edge as he keeps attacking relentlessly, keeping the Zerg player on his toes. And it looks like, oh, his siege tanks didn't get sieged up in time. He really should have had those sieged. And 2 of them, or 3 going down. And a lot of units getting loaded up into those medvacs. The Zerg forces seem to be skipping, wow, getting out of there. And really a good strategy, because the Terran player has unloaded on the high ground. So they wouldn't have been able to do anything anyway. And here we see the Zerg forces attacking a secondary Terran force that's back here. Some Banelings blowing up on some SCVs. Boom, boom. Wow, a lot of SCVs going down. Excellent Baneling play. And what do we got going on here? We see the Spire. Anything on the Zerg production tab? Just 16 Zerglings and a couple of Mutalisks. Oh no, that Overlord is doomed. Doomed, I say. Here come the Zerglings and the Mutalisks attacking the Terran player. Good surround on some of those Marines, but a bunch of them getting back into the medvacs. And oh no, that siege tank is in siege mode, and he's never getting to the dropship in time. He is doomed. Doomed. And here come the Zerglings now. Oh, he really needed to get those Mutalisks in there faster, so that the Mutalisks and Mutalisks and Zerglings were attacking at the same time. That way, the Zerglings can kind of tank damage while the Mutalisks do the damage. But that was not the case. Timing was a little bit off. And now all these Overlords in trouble. We can see the Marines underneath just going to town on these Overlords without the increased speed. And oh no, Aristeo forced to GG out. But a good game. Well fought, well defended. But Bratok just too good in this case.